Hello everyone and welcome to another video and welcome to the beautiful island of Cyprus. We have a lot of activities planned for today and we're gonna take you with us. Let's go. And we're starting up the day to a visit to a beautiful winery. It's about an hour and a half north of here. We're in Larnaca and we're taking a little minibus there. Just got here and we got some ominous looking clouds in the distance, but don't be fooled, it almost never rains in Cyprus. And this winery is called KTIMA Vasiliadis. I don't know if anybody knows how to pronounce that. Good luck, let me know in the comments below. But we're here to do a tour and a nice wine tasting, and this place looks incredible. If you guys are enjoying these videos, make sure to leave it a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. I'm super excited to see that 1,000 big number. I know compared to other YouTube channels, 1,000 sounds absolutely ridiculously small, but everybody started somewhere, so I'm super excited for it. Make sure you guys subscribe. This is so beautiful. You have all the grapes here and then the little town here in the distance. And this beautiful mountainside. I can already smell the wine. That was an awesome tour of the winery here, and now for the best part, we're gonna go in and actually taste the wines. What a cool activity. I've never been to a wine tasting before. It felt very bougie. I didn't really understand what the guy was talking about with all of the different wine terms, but I did enjoy tasting all the different wines. They have some nice dessert wines that are very sweet here, and then we tried white wines, rosés, reds, really good. And definitely recommend this activity if you guys are in Cyprus and you want to try one of the local wineries. This is a really nice one. I'll leave a link to it in the description if you want to visit this. The prices are very decent and it's a really cool activity for the whole family. And now let's get going to our next spot. Our next stop is here in the beautiful town of Omodos. So we're going to be here for a couple of hours. Maybe we'll grab a bite to eat. Seems to be a very popular spot. There's quite a few tour buses and people stopping here. And we'll explore around and show you this really nice mountain cliffside town. wine tasting. Look at that. So we came to Cyprus for our friends Alex and Hannes's wedding. Thank you guys for inviting us.
Very welcome.
We are here in Omodos. Tell us about this beautiful village.
So welcome to Omodos. We just visited a very beautiful winery and now I'm happy to show you guys Omodos. It's one of the most traditional villages in Cyprus. It's very well maintained. So you can see all the buildings. They were very old, but they reconstructed them and you can see how it was years ago. You find beautiful places for food, beautiful places for coffee, and you have a nice impression how Cyprus was in the past.
Bei Weinpress. Bei niemand ist bei Weinpress jetzt.
So I guess this is how they used to make wine and press it back in the day. Look at this crazy wooden corkscrew.
And then there was these things.
And we are back in Larnaca. The wine tour was really nice, but now we got our rental car and we're gonna go check out some of the beautiful beaches here in Cyprus. And this is our ride for the next couple of days. Nice Toyota Corolla. It is automatic. And in Cyprus, they do drive on the left, but we're used to that because we come from Thailand. Hello. We are now in the eastern part of Cyprus. This area has some very interesting sea caves. If you're looking for it, that's exactly what it's labeled on Google as well. The water is just incredibly blue. Super, super clear. And if you can get down there somehow, I guess you can explore in the cave within. So a little bit further east, we have this very interesting stone arch. It is kind of fenced off because it kind of looks like ready to collapse, so I guess people are not allowed on it. Very pretty though. Those guys pretty much have life figured out. You get a nice little sailboat like that in the middle of the Mediterranean. Catch some fish. The dream. We were not very impressed with the waters around Larnaca. The beach is not the best we've seen, but this water here further east, just incredible. Some of the nicest sea I ever seen. Look at this blue. Looks just like Gatorade. This area is called the Blue Lagoon, and the water is just incredible. And it's a really nice place to swim as well. Just further down there, there's stairs. You can go straight down to the water, and looks insane for diving and swimming. I don't remember the last time I've seen water like this. So we're finishing up our tour here of the eastern side of Cyprus with visiting Ayia Napa, which is the biggest city here in this area. And I think it seems to be a lot more touristy than Larnaca. Larnaca seems to have a lot more long-term expats, people living there, and a little bit of tourism, but this one seems to be exclusively tourists. And we found a bunch of boat trips here. So there's day tours, there's snorkeling, there's even like a yellow submarine, which looks to be like a very deep glass bottom boat. Very, very cool. They have a beautiful promenade and amazing restaurant. So we're just gonna take a quick walk around. For our next activity, we're gonna go visit Nicosia, which is the divided city. This is right at the border where the Greek part of Cyprus ends and the Turkish part begins. Now, we're not allowed to take our rental car there because of some insurance stuff, but if you do bring your passport, we heard that you are able to go there on foot. So we're very excited to see the north part of the island as well. Have arrived here in Nicosia. I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce it. I heard people pronounce it either way. So we're in the old town area. We parked our car there on the side street just because there's so many of these one-way roads that you don't really know which way to go. You're like going on a road, then all of a sudden you have to turn. So it's better just to park and kind of walk. And we're going to a place called Ledra Street, which is the checkpoint where tourists can pass into the north part of Cyprus. So we're excited to see what's on the other side. On Google Maps, it shows as a busy area. So I'm expecting lots of tourists there. And they said that if you stick to kind of the touristy area, you can still use euros, although the north part actually uses the Turkish lira. But the shops will still take euros and credit cards and stuff. And we're on the other side. Welcome to the Turkish side of Cyprus. Basically, we're in Turkey. Never been to Turkey before. Turkish delight, baklava, kebab. So that main street, as you come in, there's a bunch of counterfeit stuff you can buy, like fake bags and stuff. But I did hear that you can get in trouble if you try and bring them back on the Greek side. So if you buy anything, make sure it's small, and don't bring like a huge bag with you of all kinds of stuff that you bought. And we're back on the Greek side of Cyprus. We're heading towards a museum that has a nice viewpoint at the top. But this is the main walking street, the main tourist walking street here in Nicosia. And you can find anything from restaurants, clothes, shopping, ice cream, pretty much everything you want. It costs €2.50 a person to come up here and just take the elevator to the 11th floor, and you can take a look at a 360-degree view of Nicosia with a little banner on each side to explain each side, the west side of Nicosia and the sites up here. Very cool activity. Nicosia is a great day trip. Either you're staying here in Larnaca or in Limassol. It's just about an hour drive if you have your own car, or you can find multiple buses that go there. For now, we are back in Larnaca. We came to eat something. We had Greek food all the past couple of days, so today we actually had some sushi. We missed some nice Asian food, and we finished our lunch, and then we're gonna walk around the beautiful part here on the beach in Larnaca. Our next destination brings us here to Lefkara, the village on the mountain. Really nice, pretty village. And we found this little road to drive on in order to get a nice viewpoint. And there's a water reservoir there in the distance. So we're gonna try and go up this road, see where it leads. Hopefully it's not too off-roady, because we only have a small Toyota. We managed to climb a little bit further up, and there's a beautiful view of the mountains behind me. Unfortunately, this road ends right here. That's just somebody's house. So there's nowhere we can go, and we cannot go further that way so we can see the reservoir better. But this view is actually pretty incredible. You can see the mountains in the back, pretty little village, and it's super easy to get here. You can just drive from Larnaca. It's about half an hour drive, very easy. It's about the same from Limassol. It's kind of in the middle. The drone would be very nice to fly it here and see what's going on behind that cliff, but Europe has very strict drone rules. I'm always afraid to bring it here and fly the drone because you never know when you're gonna get in trouble. So we managed to find the road all the way up. There's no signs of anything. It's just a really narrow road, but it is paved and it's easy to get here. But we are right next to the big antenna here. This is all where we get the reception. And then there's a small church here and even a bench to kind of sit and have a picnic. This is cool. Little bench to sit down. There's a little Instagram nook. And you have a beautiful view. Check this out. From all the way up here, 360-degree view of the whole town, mountains, and we can see on the other side as well. Very cool. There's like all these mountain passes. I think hiking up here would be really cool. All of these hiking routes. When I think of Cyprus, I don't really think of very mountainous areas, but look at that. So we came down here into the town hall and find parking. There's plenty of free parking all over in these little free parking lots. And we're just gonna check out this little sleepy town, see what is going on. They have different coffee shops and restaurants around. So we're on our way to Paphos and we were driving by and this road just kind of stopped by the water and we found this really cool place. It's called Kourion Beach. Check it out. It's beautiful. You can just park your car right here and you're right on the surf. And of course, no visit to Cyprus would be complete without visiting an archaeological site. They built this really massive arch to protect it. And as a bonus, it also has a beautiful view of the beach and the beautiful blue water. Now, normally I'm not the kind of person that would be very interested in this kind of archaeological sites, but this one is a very special one. And the reason for that is the view. Check this out. And we're back here in Larnaca. We actually wanted to go all the way to Paphos to visit, but it's already late and we're super tired because we were out all day. But tomorrow we actually want to go to the Turkish side. Our friends who live here in Cyprus can actually go across the border with their car, and they're taking us with them. So we'll see you guys tomorrow on the Turkish end. Good morning. We're joined by our friends here, Alex and Hannes.
Hello!
And we're going to the northern part of Cyprus. They're taking us in their own personal car because we couldn't take the rental. And welcome to Kourion. I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce the city. This is a city in the northern part of northern Cyprus. We are in the Turkish part of Cyprus now, and you can see all these big forts behind me. This whole city was actually built by the Venetians, so that's why you see a lot of Italian influence here, and it looks absolutely beautiful. Check it out. This is the interior of Kourion Castle, and it seems to be pretty well preserved. We can also go up on the castle walls to check out the view. The area in the marina has a lot of restaurants. Most of them specialize in seafood. They're all very good, but they're pretty pricey and their reviews are so-so. So we came to another restaurant that has really good reviews. We're gonna get some lunch, and then I'll try and ask Hannes and Alex what they're doing, you know, how they got here, because they are entrepreneurs, and I promise you guys I will find entrepreneurs and interview them on how they make money while traveling abroad. They are from Germany and they do live here in Cyprus. So a lot of people ask us, how do we go and live abroad? They have an excellent story, so I'll make sure to interview them for you guys. Hannes and Alex, thank you very much for inviting us to Cyprus and inviting us to your wedding, and also for bringing us to the north of Cyprus today.
Thanks for having you.
Thank you. And I wanted to ask you guys, how did you get into working remote? How did you get into Amazon FBA?
So basically we were in a job and we were looking for something we can do from everywhere at any time, and we checked different models, business models, and this looked the best for us.
Okay. And what are you guys selling right now?
We're in the household sector, so we figured out what we can do better, and we started with this. So yeah, that was the beginning from a long story. Yeah.
And you sell mostly in Europe or United States as well?
We're in Europe.
Yes, mostly in Germany.
Mostly in Germany.
Exactly.
Germany makes 80%, but also the rest of Europe, and yeah, it's doing well.
Very good. And now, Alex, I heard you are getting into a new business model. Tell us about it.
Yes, so I mean, we're already very good with Amazon, and so we figured out there's something called KDP, so Kindle Direct Publishing, It literally means you're making a PDF document as a book, whatever it is, can be low content like a diary, children's books, a novel, whatever. You upload it as PDF, and whenever a customer buys it, Amazon is printing it. So as we were already familiar with Amazon, we thought we're going to figure that option out as well, because it's like, for a very low risk, you can try something new as a new business model and making maybe some passive income even, because Amazon is handling everything for you. So that's what we're testing right now as a second business option.
Amazing. And you guys live in Cyprus, where it's always warm.
Exactly.
We absolutely love it. And we always tell our subscribers and our friends that it's really, really nice to kind of be location independent, move from a more expensive area to a cheaper area. We chose Southeast Asia, you guys chose Cyprus. Tell us, why did you choose Cyprus?
So it started when we did our around the world trip in 2019, and we heard a lot of stuff about Cyprus from other entrepreneurs we knew. So we just came for visiting. We stayed for 2 months. We figured out we really love it. The weather, the food, the people, also like the rest with the business setting up and everything is very easy. So we decided we're finishing the trip, and then we're coming back and moving to Cyprus. And here we are.
Very cool. Thank you so much for having us, and thank you for sharing your story. Hopefully that shows everybody that basically everybody can do it. Do you guys have to do anything special moving here from Germany, or?
No, you all can do it. It just takes some courage and the will to change something, and then you just go for it.
Amazing. Thank you so much. And we're back. We're back here in Larnaca in the southern part of Cyprus. It was a very eventful evening. I wanted to film more, but honestly, we had some issues at the border. When we wanted to cross back, we took a different border crossing, and they would only accept EU passports. So our American passports were not accepted, so they turned us around to a different border crossing, and we were late for like a couple of hours. Craziness, but thank God we're back, and we'll see you guys tomorrow on a nice boat ride. Good morning. Today we're actually heading out to Ayia Napa again, the place where we were at the Blue Lagoon with the very beautiful water, and we're gonna join a small little day cruise. It's just a couple of hours, but they do stop in several spots just to see the areas, and we can also swim, includes lunch, and it's just 30 euros. I think that's a great value. Let's go. And 30 minutes later, we are here at the port of Ayia Napa, and this is where we're gonna take the boat from. We got a little flyer from a guy as we were walking here last time, so we're gonna go meet him up, and they also have lunch for us, and I'm really excited for the few diving spots that they're gonna take us to. The water looked absolutely incredible. These are the sea caves that we visited with our car. We came and parked up there. And I remember seeing signs that said, don't get too close to the edge. Look at what water did. That looks very scary. Don't get too close to the edge. And now we are at the second stop. This is the Blue Lagoon. The water is just incredible. And we're gonna be here for about 30 to 45 minutes. Swim around. This adventure was super nice, highly recommended, and for the 30 euro price with lunch included, I think it's really great value. We really loved it. The water is the most beautiful water I swam in, to be honest. Super cool, a lot of fish. And now we're gonna head back to Larnaca, shower, and just kind of relax for the rest of the day. And that's it for our adventure here in Cyprus. We already packed our bags and we're ready to go to the airport to head back home to Thailand. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, be nice to each other, and we'll see you again in the next one.